Hey everybody, I have to go shopping for my patients right now, so I'm just gonna try to put you guys up here somewhere. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me or not. The phone has got to be charged, so I'm on my way to go grocery shopping for the patient I take care of. So I have a little time while I'm driving to make this video. And I'm calling this video, I'm sorry that you guys have to be stuck down there, but I can't, this cord is not long enough to put you on the dashboard. So I got you on the center console. Anyway, it's not about the video, it's about the message. You get to see a real ugly view of me. Alright, anyway, so this message is why we need to be Christian and where I fall short of being Christian. I fall short of being Christian because God is love and we're made in His image and likeness. And perfect love, if you read 1 Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind, it is not rude, it is always forgiving. If you're like me, we fail as much as we try at all these things. And patience is my last, I don't have patience. And that's a lot of anxiety and stress and everything else from my life has made me a very impatient person, unfortunately. I'm always late. I'm always pressed for time. My schedule is not my own ever, blah, blah, blah. But the point is, I have to work on that because as a Christian, we must be patient and kind. But let me tell you why, like, for example, today, it's harder to be a Christian and be patient in this world, and this is why we need to be real Christians, real Catholics. We are the light of the world, the salt of the earth, right? So if we are not real Christians, that's why there's no love, no consideration, no mercy in this world, because we are not doing our job. We are made in the image and likeness of God, and we have a purpose down here to love God and to love others and to serve God and to serve each other. And most people don't want anything to do with God, let alone love Him, nor with neighbor, nor do they love neighbor, and they don't serve them. Perfect example of that is every day, but today, how many accidents I almost got into because selfish, unloving, godless people zigzagging in and out of traffic, cutting people off, impatient, rude, selfish. Christians shouldn't behave that way. We all have our times, our days, but for the most part, we let people go. We drive safer. We try to follow the rules so that people don't get hurt or aggravated, And this world, when I think about it, it occurred to me today. I'm looking at all the litter in downtown New Haven and all over the place, even here in Madison. Only a jerk who doesn't love God or his neighbor or the creation, nature, and the poor animals and everyone who have to suffer from pollution would throw litter and trash and tires and all kinds of garbage all over the road. That's not love or respect for God or for His creation or for nature, and nor for your neighbor who has to look at it for the rest of their life, or clean it up. So we lack love in that way. When we litter, when we are road rage, when we cut people off in traffic. I see people doing dumb stuff. I could be doing 80 miles an hour in the slow lane, and someone's got to ride my bumper and then purposely cut in front of me and then go slow just because I'm not going as fast as they think I should. Now, there's nothing wrong with my speedometer, and 80 miles an hour is already way too fast on a 65 highway. Now, people might need to go back to school to learn how to drive, because in driver's ed, you learn that 65 means even in the fast lane. A fast lane, you can speed up for it momentarily to get ahead or get into the lane, but that's it. Fast lane is actually for people not to go over the speed limit, but to do the speed limit. And the slow lane gives people about a 15-mile range where they can go a little bit slower if they have to, so they can exit and enter the highway. People have it all wrong. They just decide, oh, I'm going to do 80 miles an hour in the slow lane, and you better too. And then I'm going to do 100 in the fast lane. It really, really annoys me. Because no matter how fast I go, and I've proven this theory, I've gone 100 miles an hour, even in the slow lane and in the fast lane, just to prove this point, and it still wasn't fast enough. Because there's always some jerk who is still riding my bumper until I go faster than I'm already going. So it's never enough. If you do 70, they want you to go 80. If you go 80, they want you to go 110. Why? There's no love in this world. This is a godless, loveless society. And because of I hate this phone. Because of the lack of love in this world and in society, we litter, we're impatient, we have road rage, we're nasty. We do not take care of our family members when they're sick. We throw them to the street and tell them to go kill themselves. We don't love God or neighbor. We don't love ourselves. We do drugs. We abuse alcohol. We don't love ourselves. We don't love God. We don't love others. We are inconsiderate. We are impatient. We are immoral. Everything has to do with love. And everything has to do with Christianity. And if everybody was a Christian, a God-loving and fearing and obeying Christian, this world would be heaven. It would be a totally different place. We wouldn't have 99.9% of the problems we have today. These problems stem from a lack of love and overall a lack of true Christianity. And don't tell me, because I'm one of the culprits, that, oh, I'm a Christian, I go to church every week, and that you don't still behave like the rest of the world at times, at least at times, if not every day. So, Christians, we need, if we hope to go to heaven, we need to be real Christians. And we have got to not be like this world. Jesus said we are the light of the earth and the light of the world and the salt of the earth. We are made in his image and likeness, and we are supposed to continue to fulfill his will, plan, and purpose and mission that he left us with when he ascended back into heaven after the resurrection. And we're not doing our job, and that's why evil is taking over this world and evil governments, and that's why everything's going to hell in a handbasket. That's why everything you see that is gross or evil or immoral is happening. That's why people throw garbage out the window without thinking twice. No consideration or love of God and his creation, or of nature, who's going to get sick from that, or from the people who have to pay taxes and live and look at that garbage or clean it up. Everybody has this, oh, it's all about me. I don't care. It don't affect me. It's all about me and what I want to do. And I want to throw my garbage on the ground. Or I'm jealous of these people, so I'm going to throw my garbage in their neighborhood so it could look as bad as mine. Or, it's all me, me, me. I. Selfish. No love, no law, no morals or morality, no ethics, no God. Why? Because you're not a Christian. Or you're not a true Christian. This is why everyone must be a Christian, and this is why it is critical that all Christians actually be real Christians. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, you're wasting God's time, you're not going to heaven, and this world is only going to get worse. So, that is what occurred to me today as I was going through a very stressful day, because I've got a lot of health issues and financial issues and a broken family, a godless family who threw me to the street and made things worse, even though I can't survive on my own. They don't care. I've got, all I've got is a job, where I have a part-time job where I take care of people. And I do this job because it suits me, because I do care about people. And this is my way of loving God's people. So, yeah. That's it. Anyway, I'm going to just Stop and Shop in Madison. This should be fun, considering I'm wearing my uniform again, my nurse's uniform, and I'm going to be looked at as if I have the scarlet letter on me or the plague. Because these people are so afraid of COVID that they think that I'm stupid enough to bring it to them or something. Because why? Again, why? Because we're so worried about saving our own lives. They only care about themselves. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to die. I don't want to get COVID. Oh, it's all about me. Like you're better or more important than anybody else on this planet, right? Nobody wants to get COVID. Nobody wants to die. Nobody's trying to give you COVID, except for the government, but not me anyway. And you need to get over yourself, because what did Jesus also say? If you live to try to save your life, you will lose your eternal life. But if you lay down your life for a neighbor or a friend or for him, and you obey him, you will have eternal life. So you need to choose. Are you going to keep being afraid of COVID and afraid to die? You shouldn't be afraid to die, because if you're a good Christian, you know you're going to meet Jesus, you're going to go to heaven, and your life is going to be so much better for all eternity. Death is a good thing for a Christian, but if you're afraid to die, it's because you know you're going to hell and you deserve it. So think about that one.